A new global study released by the World Health Organization and the International Labor Organization finds 745,000 people died in 2016 due to long working hours. Cardiologist Dr. Fahmi Farah is joining us on the Kogo News Live line. Doctor, explain what the study showed exactly.
Sure. This was, as you mentioned, a first study of its kind. It looked at many people. It found a significant risk of death and cardiovascular disease, including heart disease and stroke, associated with long working hours, particularly 55 hours a week or more. That's the overview of what the study found, and I do think there's correlation. I'm really glad that something like this has been done. We do know that stress is associated with heart disease. It is a risk factor for heart disease, and with working long hours, there are many detrimental effects that can be done to the health. For example, when people are working long hours, they don't have enough time for themselves. They tend to let go of their healthy habits like exercising or eating healthy. And stress, of course, it can come home with them, sleep disturbance. So it's many factors together.
So what about being sedentary? Does that have a lot to do with it as well?
It does, yes. So sitting, a lot of people have desk jobs and they're just sitting long hours in a stressful situation. So sedentary lifestyle definitely is a risk factor for cardiovascular disease and increased death.
All right. So if you are working from home, everybody's got like the COVID 30, I think it is what we've gained so far. So how do you mitigate the bad health effects of sitting and working so long?
The important thing is whether you're at home or working from your job, your workplace, it's important to take shorter breaks, frequent breaks. If it's a desk job, very important to get up every once in a while and just take a walk, and stress relief, all of those things to mitigate some of those. And you mentioned a key thing, working from home, something a lot of people have been doing during the pandemic. And I've heard many stories. Some people it's been more stressful because when they're working from home, it wasn't just work. They were having to juggle through many other different factors, like many of their kids were not going to school, so they're having to homeschool. They're having to take care of all the household work. That's stressful. So to mitigate those, coming up with a good balance, figuring out who's going to do what to delegate some of the work tasks, I think is important.
Dr. Fahmi Farah joining us on the Kogo News Live line. Thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you.